just print, let's say not 8. So we just check it that student get it A or not. So student score is 85. So we just check it. We have write up a condition. If grade is greater than 90, we student gets A. Else, in other condition, the student gets not A. So let's make it a little bit complex, just multiple conditions. So let's write x at in capital. X is let's say 8, and we just write if x is greater than 8. So we just write print x is greater than 8. So if x is greater than 8, we will print x is greater than okay, just made it some grammar mistakes. So it doesn't matter for our coding system. So we just write another statement. Else if x is less than 8. In this condition, we need to print x is less than 8. Okay, so I just then in other condition, despite of these two conditions, we just write our else. So just print x is equal to 8. So let's run this. So we just, if x is greater than 8, we print x is greater than 8. Else if x is less than 8, we print x is less than 8. Or else that if two first condition doesn't hold, we print x is equal to 8. So let's run this. X is equal to 8. Because x is equal to 8, so it's neither greater than 10 or less than 10. Also, guys, we can write nested if functions like this. So we have two numbers. Let's say A is 10 and B is, we just write two if statement. And if one of this statement hold, it's one of this statement is true, we just print 1. If neither of this true, we just print second else if statement. And if neither of them are true, we just write another statement. Like let's say A is 10, B is 5. So let's write up a condition. If A is greater than, let's say 5, this is our first if statement. Then if, let's say, B is greater than, let's say 2. So let's print what we're gonna print it. Both A and B are greater than their, let's say, respective limit. So that's our first statement. Then we just use else. If A is greater than 5 and B is greater than 2, so we just print that both of the conditions are true. So they are greater than their respective limit. So we just use else. So let's print something else. That's correct. Print, let's say A is greater than 5, but B is not. greater than 2, then just to just use else, print a is not greater than 5. Just simple statement. Then we just put it as both A and B are greater than their respective limit. Let me explain this for you guys because it is a little bit complex than the simple if-else statement. So we just write two conditions for if statement. So if we just state that A is 10 and B is 5, and we just write two if statement, like if A greater than 5 and B is greater than 2, print both A and B are greater than their respective limits. So our condition A must be greater than 5 and B must be greater than 2. So we just print this. Else, maybe if it doesn't hold, maybe A is greater than 5, but B is not greater than 2, their respective limit, or as A is not greater than 5. So our first two conditions are hold, so that's why we just print actually our program language print this. Also, guys, we can apply this for just if I have vectors, so we don't need to write one by one the statements. So we can use vectorized conditions. Like we have, let's say B is like vector. You know how to write vectors in our programming language. So let's say 2, 7, 2, 5, 7, 10. Then we just write result. So result is if else. We just use this if else statement at the same time. So if else B is greater than 5, just use greater than 5. Or if it's not hold, we just write less than 5. Or less than, or let's say equal, because it's not else, it's if else, equal to 5. So what does it mean? It means that it checks both these four numbers one by one. If number is greater than 5, it will state that it's greater than 5, or it's not greater than 5. It's print out that it is less than or equal to 5. So now we need to write print result. So let's see what we have. So 2 is less than or equal to 5. 5 is less than or equal to 5. 7 greater than 5, and 5 is great. Again, I just greater than 5. I just again instead of 10, I just write 10 because I pronounce it like this way, sort of by my mistake, but it doesn't, let's say, make any difference. So this is our if else statement using vectorized condition. Then this one we just use if else statement using logical operators. What are our logical operators? It is and or operations. So let's write the E is equal to is 10 and F is, let's say, 7. So if X is greater than 5 and this is and operator, now why I just write X, not X, it's E is greater than 5 and F is greater than 5, let's print both E and F are greater than, now I just write correct, greater than 5. So else if, let's say, E is greater than 5, so let me just use it OR operator so where I can find it. It's not, so where's this OR operator? It's not, so let's don't use this OR operator yet. So else if is greater than 5, just let me just use this is greater than 5 condition because I didn't find this OR operator. So else if print E is greater than 5, then else print, let's say, F is greater than 5. Both E and F are greater than 5 because it's old. We need to check it. Both of them must hold because it is AND statement. If one of them doesn't hold, so this will not run. This both are greater than 5. OR statement is just use it, check it, one of them must hold. Here, if you just use it OR statement, one of them must hold. So let's again write this. So I think it must be here. Yes, I found it finally. So again, let's just use it E, not E. So let's just use any other statement like T is equal to 55 and U is equal to 45. Again, let's use it, both of them, and the OR statement. If U is greater than, let's say 30, and no, and statement, and let's say T is greater than 50. No, not this. Use same statement. 30. Let's print. Let's say both of them are greater than 30. Then else if, let me just write, T is greater than 30 or not so much space, T is greater than 30, U is greater than 30. What we're gonna print it, just gonna print one of them is greater than 30. One of them is greater than 30. And let's use our else statement, which is neither of them is greater than 50. Neither of them is greater than 30. So let's, both of them are greater than 30. That's all, guys, for about how to use if-else statement in our programming language. If you like this video, subscribe my channel, like it, share it with your friend, and drop a comment what kind of art tutorial you want to see in my channel. I want to reply your comments as soon as possible. See you in next videos.